Welcome back to the gun dungeon, guys. I got a good video here today. I think it's going to be fun to shoot, and I hope it's enjoyable for you to watch. But we're going to be doing the Dickens drill today. And for those of you that don't know, this derives from the shooting that happened in, I think it was Indiana. Mall shooter was taking place. Concealed carrier took out the shooter, and it was 40 yards. And in 15 seconds, he fired 10 rounds, making contact with the shooter 8 out of 10 times. That's pretty good. That's really impressive. It pushes the boundary for concealed carriers, because most of the time we are trained that 7 yards is going to be the maximum you're ever going to shoot. Turns out that wasn't the case for that guy. So I've got 4 different guns here. I put a poll out on YouTube. It wasn't a poll, just a question, a post out asking what you guys carried, and this was the video I was asking for. I'm trying to get some representation of what everybody carried, and I saw a lot of 40 love on there, so I'm going to be using the Smith & Wesson 40. This is a first gen. This is the subcompact now version. What they call the M2 is a subcompact, just a compact then. I'm also going to be using the 365 XL. Now this one has a dot, so we'll see if the difference in recoil of the 40 plays a factor, the red dot, if it plays a factor. We're going to be using the Shield Plus 30 Super Carry. That's just because I like it and I carry it, and I want to see if I can do it with this thing or not. I do like the 30 Super Carry. We'll see how it holds up. And then I've got old reliable here, trusty Glock 26. I shoot this one pretty well. This is going to kind of be my baseline to see how I do with the rest of them, I think. So I'll probably start out with it. But this is a gun that I've carried for a long time, shot a lot, have a lot of rounds through it. I feel pretty comfortable with it. Now it doesn't have a dot. It does have a good set of Trijicon HD night sights on it. I will be shooting everything from concealed, so I've got an undershirt on under my t-shirt, so I won't be showing you my fat slabs while I'm drawing or anything like that. But I will be using the same type of holster. This is a CYA Supply Kydex. I've got the Vetter holster here. Really appreciate these guys. The Vetter holster here for the 365 XL. Like I said, these are all real close to the same. Another CYA Supply, and I'm not sure what brand this one is, but it's the same style of holster, so there's not going to be any advantage in how I'm carrying or what I'm carrying it in. So I've got 9mm represented here, 40 represented here, and 30 Super Carry here. Now you're not going to see a 45 on the table, because most 45s that are concealed carry size aren't going to hold 10 rounds. And if you're carrying a gun that holds less than 10 rounds, it's going to be very difficult to do this drill in 15 seconds. You're going to have to be really quick with your reloads. So I made sure that all of the guns that I'm going to be doing today hold at least 10 rounds in the magazine. Now, if you carry revolvers or something that has less capacity than that, then practice that and throw a reload in there. I mean, see how you're going to do. But this particular drill, I wanted to make sure I had 10 rounds for each gun. So I'm just going to go ahead and get set up. You can see the target up there. It is at it's actually at 42, but I wasn't going to move it for 2 yards. I have a timer on my phone. Hopefully it works. It's kind of shoddy, but hopefully it works. At least I'll have a start time, as it will beep. And if, worst case scenario, if it don't pick up all the shots, I can use the camera and go on the timeline and see how, make sure it was under 15 seconds. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to do the 26 first, Glock 26 9mm up first, and let's just see how we do. All right, I did take my jacket off for this, just going to make changing the guns back and forth quite a bit easier. So I've got my Glock 26 on, got my timer. No time but the now time. Let's try her. No redos on this either. Let's see if I hit it at least 8 times. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now those aren't super great shots, but I think I was pushing the time a little bit there. It was definitely under 15 seconds. But I'm gonna push the time on all of them, because that's what you would do in a stressful situation. let's go back and try a different one. All right, so the time on that was 10.35. Probably pushed it a little faster than I needed to, and the shot suffered for it, but I feel like that's how I would shoot in a realistic situation like that. So I'll try to remember to tell you the time after this. Let me try it again. I've got the 40 Smith & Wesson M&P on me. No redos. I think that definitely took more time to get back on target. Yeah, time was 12.56. Let's go see how we did. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. That one sucks. 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's the 8. Not great, but there's the 8. Let me swap this target out. We'll try another one. All right, we've got our target swapped out. I've got the 365 XL on me now with the red dot, 9mm. So let's see how we do with this. I'm terrible at finding the dot coming up, just so you know. That's a quick dot. Well, that says 9.50, so push the time. Let's see how we did on target. Well, there we go. We got all 10 on target. 1 was a Delta, Charlie, 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 Delta, and the rest were all A-zone hits. That was way better. Let's try the 30 Super Carry. All right, guys, this is the Shield Plus 30 Super Carry. Let's see how we do. Hopefully I don't get a short beep on that one again. That was quick. Whoa, flying. Time was 8.56. See how we did on target. Not great, guys, not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that one. So we got 6 shots. That's not good. All right, so my conclusion, the faster the time, the worse the shots. Clearly, without saying the obvious. Now I'm gonna say something else very obvious. The red dot optic was a huge force multiplier in this drill. Now, could I have taken more time and made better shots and done better overall? Yes, I probably could have. This is my first time ever trying this drill. And if I'm going to push the 15 seconds, get as close to 15 seconds as I can, taking my time, and try to get the best hits I can in those 15 seconds, I could do better. But that's training to the drill. I feel like this drill is more so to replicate the scenario than the actual drill itself. And me, if I was in that scenario, that's how I would shoot. And that would be my results. Because, I mean, if you're under high stress, you're gonna shoot how you naturally would. You're not gonna be thinking, oh, I've got 15 seconds. I can take my time. No, you're gonna be pressing the shots as quickly as you can, trying to get on target. And that's essentially what I did. I had no idea how long it would take me to draw, get on target, and fire 10 shots. No idea. I got a little better idea now after doing it, but not trying to be super long-winded here. But a couple things was red dot, definite force multiplier. I was a lot slower from the beep to the first shot because it took me longer to find the dot. Now in a close-up scenario, is that going to be a hindrance? Probably so, I would think anyways, which is why I typically don't carry dots a whole lot. If I did, I probably would be better and I wouldn't even have this problem to start with. So maybe it's on me, but I just need to train more with red dots. But unless you do, this is probably the results you're going to have. But once I got on the target, found the dot, started shooting, it was much easier to get back on target, and it was a lot easier to make good hits. Recoil, couldn't really tell a whole big difference between the 9 and the 30. I could tell the 30 Super Carry had a little less felt recoil, which also caused me to shoot a little bit faster, and I made terrible hits with the 30 Super Carry, and that was all me. It has nothing to do with the gun or the round. That was all me. I was just shooting faster because it felt like I didn't have as much recoil, had less time between the shots, so I shot worse. The 40, I definitely had to take more time between each shot, and I done about the same with it as I did with the Glock 26, just a fuzz slower. So you're going to have differences between what you carry doing this drill. I shot 4 guns and had 4 different results, in my opinion. Glock 26 was a little faster, decent shots. I at least passed the drill. 40 cal, I passed the drill, but barely, same as the Glock 26, but it was slower. 30 Super Carry, I shot way faster and made worse hits, and done the best with the 365 XL with the dot. So 4 different guns, 4 different results, same shooter, same exact everything. So in my opinion, it would be a good idea for you to take your carry gun and run this same drill. You can get that little app that I had on my phone. It's called Make Ready. If you have an iPhone, it's free. I don't know if it's on Android or whatever. Make Ready. It's a decent little app and it's free, and you at least got a start buzzer if nothing else, because sometimes it don't really pick up that well. But put that on your phone, load your gun up, go to the range, try this drill out, see how it does for you, and it may be something that makes you think and makes you consider, you know, if I was in that scenario, would I do well enough for it to matter? So I hope you enjoyed the video today, guys. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Until next time, stay tuned.